Law. 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 Law.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello. It's me again, your boy, Garrett Stone. So, this is the Context Cocktail Podcast where we talk about anything, everything, and nothing all at the same time. It's how we roll, is what we do. Glad that we had so many people come to our stream last night. That was amazing. Thank you for that, by the way. Hope you guys are doing well. We're just kind of letting everybody kind of trickle in. Everybody start to come in, you know, making sure that we have all of our ducks in a row. You can't see it, but my dog Lexi is underneath the table, and she's adorable. So that's something that is there. How's it going, Tim?
Caprese salad.
I love caprese salad.
Never had it.
You never had caprese salad?
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Context Cocktail. Today, we got a show for you. We don't know what it's about yet.
We do have a show. It's called We Want Our Viewers
What's good, Will?
to Tell Us What We're Talking About. Because that's how this works.
Yeah. I mean, we got a couple things that we want to talk about.
Yeah.
Like, nothing in particular. Like, last night, we knew for a fact we wanted to talk about it. Tonight's more or less, just kind of like a free conversation.
Yeah.
You know, these, since we started multicasting, we tend to get a lot more people at one time. So if you guys want to talk about anything in particular, you can let us know. We'll talk about that. But, I kind of want to just go ahead and get the big one knocked out because it's something that's been bugging me. And
What's bugging you, Tim? What's bugging you?
this garbage about vaping.
It's garbage about vaping.
Yeah. This anti-vape propaganda. Needless to say, it's ticking me off. It's peeving my steez.
It's tickling my tendies.
I'm not entertained by it. And
So what? Let's break it down. This is the Context Cocktail. So let's get a little more context. What's happening?
So these kids, a couple adults, have been getting sick lately, and I think there's been like 6 hospitalizations.
6 deaths, actually.
Yeah, 10 hospitalizations, 6 deaths.
Yeah.
Something to that effect. Now, simple science immediately tells me that is stupid to think that vaping, in itself, just basic vaping, is the cause for that. Reason being, Garrett, do you know how long vaping's been around?
I think it's been widespread popular usage, what, like 15 years? Something like that?
Vaping has been around for 15 years, man.
Yeah.
That's a decade and a half. Do you know how many years it takes for something to be considered, how long it takes to do a scientific study? Michael, what's up, dude?
It's at least 5 years, isn't it?
Scientific study, well, that's just your basic study.
Yep.
But a scientific study normally takes 20 years for it to be efficient, which means we're 5 years away from having an authentic scientific study oriented around vaping.
An authentic scientific study based on does it change? Do they take into account all the changes in technology and all the advances that are made in those 20 years?
Yeah, because
Okay.
like in 20 years, You get to analyze what it does to one generation moving into the next generation, any long-lasting effects, so on and so forth. And so far, minus the last 2 months, we've been doing totally fine. But now in the last couple months, these kids are getting sick, these dudes are dying, and you want to tell me after 15 years, now it's a problem, now things are starting to happen? I think that's stupid.
I think it's incredibly stupid, and one of the big things.
Oh my God!
You just moved the table. One of the big things that they've really hit on is the black market pods and
that's
stuff.
what it is, because so far, because I've read up on all the cases that I could find so far, none of them have been directly correlated to vaping as it pertains to vaping e-liquid. This stuff.
Yeah.
So, what's happening is that, or what we're speculating is happening, because this is what's getting popular. Well, actually, it's only half a speculation, because we've actually had people that have been hospitalized come out and say, hey, I just started doing this before this happened. Maybe this has something to do with it. So, people being honest.
Yeah.
But what's happening is these people are getting THC concentrates in pods or regular juice, and they're smoking that, and it's not, for one, it's not affirmed by the FCC.
Yeah.
FDC. FCC? No, FCC is something else. It's FDA.
It's the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration.
Yeah. It's not approved by the FDA. It's not made in a lab. It's probably something Hobo Joe made in his basement.
Which that's the thing. All of this stuff, this is all regulated by the FDA, right? It's got all of the product can expose you to nicotine in the state of California, all of this stuff. It's got the FDA seals of approval on it. This stuff has been, as scientifically possible, made as safe as it can be, right? It's something that has been tried and tested, and we know what's in it. It's
4 to 5 ingredients every time.
But the THC, all of these, the big one is the CBD oil, right? That's the big one that's out now.
Even that's regulated.
Yeah, that's regulated, right? But the THC oils and the THC concentrates are not, because that's just, the THC is the active, psychoactive in marijuana, right?
And they have it. You could buy it. They sell it in California in green shops and stuff. You could buy it, but it's not legal in a bunch of states. So these kids are going to black market dealers and getting this THC oil. And the thing about this THC oil is it's expensive to make, so it's sold expensively. What happened?
Huh?
Oh. So here's my thing, man. Here's what I'm pissed off about. If what you're buying isn't being monitored, and it isn't being approved through some governmental means, and you yourself didn't watch it get made, and you don't know what's in it, you're asking for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate that this is happening, and it's unfortunate that these people are getting sick and that people are dying. It's bad. I feel bad for the families, and I feel bad for the people themselves. But it's no, there's no thought process. You're not thinking, and you're just taking all of the risks without weighing whether or not it's worth it, right?
It's just kids being dumb, dude.
And adults, some
Yeah,
of the
two
adults,
of them died.
because it is expensive, and
Oh,
so
we
you
found
go
out-
to the black market.
We actually found out the adults, prior to the fatalities, had pre-existing heart and lung problems.
Okay.
So they walked into a landmine.
And which makes sense, because vaping, as it stands right now, what we're trying to do with vaping is we're trying to replace cigarettes, because it's a hell of a lot safer than a cigarette.
95% proven
Right.
so far.
Yeah, it's proven
And then
safer than a cigarette.
Ooh, this is my big conspiracy, man. I'm all about conspiracies.
We love conspiracies.
Here's the thing. So in 20 years, well, in 5 more years, scientific study, which means that we can't be bullshitted anymore. It's already a scientific study. Therefore, obviously, there's room for error, but you can't put vaping in a box anymore because it's gone through such a strenuous study. So I think what's going on now, when I was working in a vape shop about a year ago, which this number's probably doubled, but anti-vaping propaganda from let's say Marlboro, Pall Mall, big tobacco.
Yeah.
Not even anti-nicotine, anti-substance companies like Orange and Truth.
Yeah.
I think they're the same thing. Not even those guys. Just tobacco companies alone have spent $3.4 billion on anti-vaping propaganda. I don't know about you, but that's a paycheck. That's
Yeah.
a big paycheck.
It's huge.
And they're doing it to shut it down, man. The reason they're shutting it down is because they're not getting a piece of the pie. Also, when I was working in a vape shop, the dude that runs Marlboro, the CEO, wanted to start branching into vaping because he knows that's where the money is.
Yeah, which would be smart for Marlboro to start transitioning away from traditional cigarettes because it's almost like the media industry, right? Like television and newspapers are kind of falling out, right? Because everyone's going to streaming services. This is the same thing with any other kind of product. When something new and big that is obviously taking off starts to go, you want to move on to that.
It's just and then you know, all it takes is one person in the hospital. It doesn't really matter what the case is. All it takes is one person saying something, and people are going to jump on it.
Here's where I have an issue with that, right? We've already got the president of the United States tweeting about it.
Oh, he dropped that today.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, he tweets everything. He tweets about everything. But here's what bothers me, right? You have 6 people have died now, right?
Yeah.
You have so many hospitalizations. You've got like something like 30 something confirmed cases of this thing, right?
Yeah, lung problems.
Great. People are already talking about introducing legislation to ban vaping and do all this stuff. Like it's a whole big deal already.
No more flavors.
Right? Are we just gonna completely ignore the fact that 6 people died from vaping and all of a sudden there's legislation? How many people have died from gun violence and there's still no gun restriction laws?
Okay,
Like that.
So
that bothers me.
I have some argumentative points there. One, it's been going on. Vaping has been a thing for 15 years, popularized for about 11, 12 years.
Yeah.
And when I say popularized, I mean huge, millions of users. And somehow, some way, in the last 6 to 10 months, now people are starting to get sick and dying.
Yeah.
And they're all young teenagers.
It's like
Come on. Be smart. Be smart.
it's like why Joey says why didn't Marlboro buy Juul? I don't know, honestly.
Oh, Juul's not selling for nobody.
Yeah, because Juul has a huge chunk of the
Yeah,
market.
they're their own titan right now. It's kind of like why Netflix would never sell to Disney. It's because they could take one big payout from Marlboro, or they can make that payout over the spread of like 5 years. And their company's big, but it's only so big that everybody involved is getting a paycheck, like a big boy paycheck. So Juul's, it's too independent right now to try to sell to Marlboro.
And besides, I don't think that they would want to sell. Right? That's things. Right now they don't want to sell.
They just released the Juul 2, the Juul C, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just dropped the new Juul. What they're probably going to do is they're going to spin these items until they get tired, then they're going to cash out. Or they're going to tie in with another company, which
they're gonna
they'll
merge.
probably tie in with a tobacco company because that's where the 7-8 figures are going to come from. But another thing, so the big argument with stopping vaping,
Guns are not the problem, stupid. Yes, now I didn't get to finish my thought process, but yeah, that's a whole other discussion that we're not going to get into. I was just making quantifiable, like 6 people died. We have legislation trying to get passed to ban vape juices. Hundreds of thousands of people died. There's still people aren't doing anything.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to get into gun.
Yeah, we're definitely pro-gun in this house.
Yeah,
Joey, that's 100%, bro.
yeah.
Keep that thing on me, you know what I'm saying?
Stay strapped, boy.
But no, man, it's just an argument point. And the big thing is so they can't ban vaping.
No.
They can't do it. What they can do, however, is ban flavors because that's their big point. Oh, they're targeting children because of these flavors. They're targeting children because of these flavors. Okay, so when I go to the liquor store and I see strawberry vodka, peach vodka, which, man, we had one last night. It tasted like peach rings. We got sideways, son. No, but so it's okay. Here's the point. Here's my thing, man. Either all of it's okay, or none of it's okay. Let me hold on for the people in the back. Either all of it's okay, or none of it's okay. That's not just for vaping. It's for tobacco. It's for drinking. Is there anything that could become an addictive substance? Why are you going to marginalize one when there's 50 other outlets that do the same exact thing? Oh, the strawberry vodka doesn't appeal to kids. Really? Because your boy loves strawberry. Your boy loves strawberry. Oh, and I get to feel a little loopy? Bro, give me that strawberry juice. You know what I'm saying? So
It's just a strawberry flavored drink. Yeah.
Pissing me off. It's just so soft, man. We're all so... Ooh.
So soft.
I just don't understand. So my piece of it is, and you can believe whatever you want. You can think whatever you want. You know, you're your own person. But when it comes to me, if your argument point in front of me is, hey, Tim, I don't think it's okay because they're making, like, bubblegum flavors and these kids are going to like these flavors. All right, that's fine. That's a good argument point. Because, you know, the bottle's flashy. Like, I can see where your argument comes from. But
let's not forget about the giant
yeah.
The giant square that says, warning, this is dangerous.
But here's my thing about it. If your argument to me is these flavors are appealing to children, but for some reason you're okay with alcohol and the flavored swishers and the tobacco being flavored, you've lost the argument in my mind because, once again, and I'll say this one more time, either all of it's okay or none of it's okay.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
just dumb to think otherwise.
And that's part of the thing is people try to compartmentalize to fit their agenda, fit what they want.
That's all.
Right?
$3.4 billion.
$3.4 billion spent on anti-vaping propaganda. And that was, what, a year ago?
It's like a year and a half, 2 years ago.
I mean...
It's at least doubled by then.
Yeah, at least.
I don't know, man. I just think it's dumb. And, I mean, I don't want to harp on... Because, you know, we do this for an hour. And I don't want to harp on this topic particular for the entire hour. I want to talk about other stuff. It's just, this kind of pisses me off because it doesn't make a lot of sense. But, to our defense, our president, Donald Trump, he jumped in for a little while because, what is his wife's name? Melania?
Yeah, Melania Trump.
She was like, oh, we got to save these dumb kids. They're smoking gasoline. They're going to die. And then Trump was like, oh, hell no. We're shutting vaping down. And then he took 15 minutes off Twitter and spoke to some folks and realized, hey, vaping's actually saving lives. So he put out a post today. I can't really recall what it was. But it was something to the effect of, he himself said in the first sentence, he likes the vaping alternative and believes that it's safer and better than smoking. However, he wants it to be safe and secure from kids or something
Okay.
like that.
So this is coming from the Truth Initiative. So obviously this is a little biased because it's an anti-cigarette, anti-nicotine corporation, right? They are a
Dare to be better, kids.
They are an activist group, right? The reports. This was as of 2017, right? So this isn't even talking about like stuff spent on anti-vaping, right? This is just the advertising promotion that they have spent on tobacco. Period.
Yeah.
$8.24 billion in 2015.
Always plug.
Right. $8.24 billion as of 4 years ago. Those are the newest numbers, right?
That's just plugging a product.
That's just saying, hey, you should buy cigarettes. That's not even.
Come get this menthol.
So that's let's $8.2 billion spent on just pushing tobacco. Then you add on to that the what, 3.8 billion. So you're spending $12 billion on marketing your stuff, right? Marketing your tobacco and then marketing against vaping to sell your product. $12 billion in advertising. These people have money out the ass. I mean, they're just
all go towards spreading the problem.
When they go to the bathroom, it's just money. It's just money.
Add on to the pile.
It's crazy.
I don't know. I kind of want to know what some of y'all think, to be honest. We've been doing this. Also, good question, Jesse. But we've been doing this for about 2 months, but we've just started multicasting because we've primarily been doing this on Twitch. But now we're at a point where we're doing it on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, all the Context Cocktail. And we intend to do it every Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
At least for an hour. So, keep up with us. We're going to talk about some stuff. Also, if you guys want to hear us talk about anything, want to hear our opinions on any topics going on, I don't mind offending someone. Just go off in the comments.
I'm perfectly okay with offending everybody.
Because,
it's either all okay or none of it's okay.
It's either all offensive or
none
of it's offensive. But
let's offend everybody.
no, we don't really mind talking about any particular topics. I just wanted to talk about the vape thing because it pisses me off.
Yeah.
I think it's dumb.
It is.
Like, it really is dumb.
It's big boy dumb.
Because,
Right?
like, I don't know. I don't want to, once again, I don't want to harp on it too long. I want to give you guys a chance to, like, get in the comments, tell us what you want us to talk about. And if it's a sensitive topic, please, I encourage it. Because yesterday we were talking about it, and I must have said killing the gay people at least 30 times.
At least 30. And we talked about that for like a solid 20 minutes of the podcast.
Wait, that needs context, though. Not as if I'm with killing gay people.
That's bad.
But the reason behind it being in the movie and why it was necessary... I guess I can't say necessary. But...
the reason it was in the movie is because it's something that needs to be talked about in society as a whole. Just put it
well,
like that.
you know, Jesse, keep up. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be here every Friday and Saturday. Come watch every Friday and Saturday, bro. We'll be waiting on you.
And the reason you haven't seen us before is because this is our second time broadcasting to Facebook. This is this is time number 2.
We literally tested it for the first time yesterday.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. We got a lot of attention on the...
A lot of response, which we
Facebook.
love. We thrive on you guys interacting with us.
Yeah, especially on Saturdays. Saturday is normally open conversation because normally we would have a topic and we'd come in with a topic, but today it's just 2 minutes before we turn the camera on. I was like, you know what? I really want to bitch about the vaping situation.
Do we want to explain to the audience why we didn't have anything planned?
Because I broke a chair.
Last night was, if you were here last night, you saw Josh come in about halfway through the podcast. He's one of the other co-hosts.
Big boy! It was his birthday.
It was his birthday, so he had just turned 21, so naturally there was alcohol involved.
Well, yeah.
A lot of alcohol involved. And
good.
we had a good time last night. And so instead of like being sober and, you know, responsible this morning to, you know, plan stuff, we spent most of the morning feeling miserable and showering and puking. Well, I spent a lot of time puking.
Man, I was chilling. I went to Waffle House, started my damn day. It was good.
So that's why we didn't really have any topics lined up today, is because I spent most of the day in bed, just feeling kind of miserable.
Yeah.
But I'm good now. I've got it all in my system. I sweated it out. I took a shower. We're all good.
Yeah, he literally threw up every ounce of everything he's composed of as a human being.
Yeah.
And now he's back to square one.
Now I'm back to square one.
That's why we don't really have any topics prepared, which is why I'm like trying to get you guys to pop off in the comments, tell us what you want to talk about. Because right now we're just kind of freelancing conversation.
Yeah.
Which I'm just watching a comment section that is, I mean, it's active. You guys are coming in. But my question is, like, I don't know what everyone else thinks about this vaping thing. Because, like, to me it's a big deal. Because, like, they've been coming after vaping for years, but, like, now it's on a presidential level.
Yeah.
Or they got it all the way up to a presidential level. Cody, we just talked.
Cody, we're talking about...
Hey, bro, Jon Stewart reminds you of me. I'm the OG. John's the baby. He reminds you of me. Damn it. But yeah, we already talked about the vaping thing, Cody. Pretty much, we all think it's dumb.
Yeah.
And there's no real ground for it to stand on. I'm just glad Donald Trump came to his senses and realizes, one, if you take it down, we're just going to find another way to do it.
Which is what people are doing now, which is why they're getting sick.
Yeah, that's the whole thing with the THC situation is, you know, these kids are smoking this crystalline crap, which is kind of dumb because, like, they have to use thinners and thickeners to make it fit because it has to burn on a coil, which means it has to be a certain viscosity, which means, like,
they're adding so much crap.
Whoa!
Woo!
Which means, right?
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, here we go. Cody, you have input. It's your livelihood. Yeah, it is. It's a lot of people's livelihood, which is why it's such a big deal. It's all based off of the counterfeit THC cartons, yeah, and the vitamin E oil. That's another thing is they found a lot of, like, in most of the cases they found this vitamin E acetate, which was like an additive, in the black market cartridges to basically buff it up, right? Because all of this, let's see, where's the ingredients on this?
Vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol, flavoring, and sugar.
Yeah, so it's vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol, flavor, and nicotine. Four ingredients, right? But the vitamin E is that, which is what's causing the issues. Yeah.
Miss you too, brother.
Yeah. So it's one of those things. It's something that needs to be watched, I think, but to try to take action so early and so aggressively is, I mean, something needs to be done. We need to crack down on the counterfeit stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
This is just okay. So here's the thing: they can't win. All the people who are trying to shut vaping down, they can't win. It's a losing battle because people that have transitioned from smoking to vaping now thrive on vaping. And another thing is, in a basic situation, we would be in a losing battle because it's us versus billions of dollars in anti-vaping propaganda.
Yeah.
But this isn't a monetary battle. This is a battle of common sense. And common sense tells you that if I could smoke a cigarette and die by the age of 56, or I could vape, which is proven 95% safer, and live a prosperous life with a minor nicotine addiction, why would I not choose the better one that tastes better, doesn't make my clothes and my teeth and my walls, everything just stinks, and it looks like ass? Why would I not go with a better alternative?
It's just literally,
ignorant.
it just looks like butts. That's it.
I just don't understand it. Oh, whoa!
All right. People like me will just make juice McDonald's a week under the table, all cash. Yeah, and that's one of the things that is probably all this goes back to stupid people making stupid decisions. Not gonna go buy some dope. Not that I smoke dope. That I have no idea what's in it. Yeah, right. If something's unregulated, you have no idea what's in it. It's probably not a good idea. But millennials and 7 million other idiots don't see it that way. They see it as YOLO.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Like, that's a gold fact. Because if you get... I mean, here's the thing, man. Drug culture... Oh, hold on. Let's get one more.
It's just people who got rich with cigarettes don't want something safer to stop their income. Exactly.
Yeah, that's what we were on earlier.
And that's what we're talking about.
So here's the thing, man. What was I about to say? Yeah, about the YOLO stuff. Drug culture is a pariah. It is a cancer. Reason being is because it used to be, you have your old rap and your old rock and roll. They'd talk about drugs, whatever. Which, I mean, it's problematic to the youth, but it's not that big of a deal. But now, not only are we saying, yo, getting high is pretty fun.
Getting high is cool.
But now we've come to directly promoting it. It's like, hey, if you want to be cool, or if you want to be a part of this, jump in. Which I understand that makes me sound a little bit jaded.
Listen.
Because back in the day, that's what parents were saying to their kids. It's like, oh, this music's trying to tell you to smoke. It wasn't. It was just saying we're having a good time because we're fucked up. Now they're telling you to smoke and telling you to pop pills.
Let's just Lil Xan. There's a rapper, a SoundCloud rapper, who's like 22, whose name is Lil Xanax.
He's trash.
I mean, he's trash, but he's what appeals to the youth.
And then Lil Pump.
Lil Pump.
What garbage, dude.
What is it? Smoke Perp? Who?
I have no clue.
There's other rappers that are like, I think his name's like Perp something. Like, purple, like lean, as in like cough syrup and codeine and shit. It's so bad nowadays. Everything is like
new topic. Okay, we'll jump ship on this topic.
There's so many things to be said.
I do want to close out with the fact that I'm not 100% against people smoking pot. Some people need it. It's a good alternative to heavy opioids and narcotics.
Yeah.
I mean, if it helps you, it helps you. It is what it is.
Who the hell is Post Malone, and why the hell do people think he made Ozzy famous? Because people...
Oh, yeah. People
let's
are
talk
uncultured,
about
my
that.
guy.
Okay, so...
That's actually a good time. Joey, you just came in full clutch.
Yeah, full clutch. Thank you, sir. So I personally... I like Post Malone.
Good artist.
He's good at what
Definitely
he
good
does. And there's a lot of people that really don't like him, but that why do people think he made Ozzy famous is because most of the people that listen to Post Malone are aged 13 to like let's say 24, right? That's really like his main.
That's a fair number.
Yeah, 13 to 24 is his main audience. And so they didn't grow up listening to Black Sabbath, and they didn't grow up listening to Ozzy Osbourne. I was raised on 80s rock, so Ozzy Osbourne was part of my childhood.
Post Malone loves Ozzy Osbourne.
Post Malone, because Post Malone's a metalhead.
Yeah,
he
listens
Post Malone
like,
is a metalhead. He wanted to be a metal. It's just the way.
Jesus Christ.
He wanted to be a metal musician. He wanted to be a rock star, right?
Yeah.
And then
hence the song
Rockstar. Hence the song Rockstar. And then he went to thanks for popping in, Jordan. We appreciate you.
Oh God, Brandon's back.
Brandon.
Go to sleep, Brandon.
So, he's a huge metalhead, and he loves Ozzy Osbourne. Like, Ozzy Osbourne is one of his idols. So, he was like, hey, let's collaborate. And Ozzy Osbourne, who's 70 years old and has no idea what the fuck he's doing anymore, was like,
I was just
hey,
saying,
shit.
he couldn't spell his name if you wrote his name for him. That's a lot. That's a lot. No, I just
Because we were raised right. Exactly.
yeah, I mean, yeah, music's not like a cultural thing anymore. It's just a fashion. Like, it's just like a trend. You just listen to what's trendy, and then all of a sudden you're part of a group. And everybody, that's kind of like the human psyche. You strive to be part of a group, so that's what it's all about. It has nothing to do with art anymore.
But, gosh, dude,
that actually pissed me off. Like, I was big mad.
That made me upset because I'm like, who is Ozzy Osbourne?
Because
Ozzy Osbourne
without
is
dudes
amazing.
like Ozzy, you wouldn't have dudes like Post.
Yeah.
So it's like
Ozzy Osbourne made Post Malone.
yeah.
Duh. Inception. Because Ozzy Osbourne made Post Malone into who he is, and now Post Malone made Ozzy Osbourne famous.
It's just like, I don't know, man. Probably listen to Kanye too. Shut up.
But I mean, honestly, though, that song is actually really, really good. I love the song.
Okay, so I have a question for you and you guys.
Yeah.
Who's you guys' favorite old school, not metal, but your old school favorite rock band? Mine, personally, Aerosmith.
Aerosmith. Okay.
I was going to say like Motley Crue or something like that,
I mean,
but to save myself, I'm just going to say that they're metal. They're glam metal.
There's so many. They're so good. But I grew up.
If you don't say Aerosmith, you're leaving.
I grew up with John Bon Jovi, my guy. I grew up with Bon Jovi.
Lincoln on a bear. Whoa.
I mean, he gets some points for having a Johnny Cash tattoo. There you go.
Yeah. He's got the dudes on his fingers too. It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I mean, he's cool. Like, if you watch some of his stuff, like interviews and stuff, he's a really humble guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
And he actually just moved out of LA because that's the whole point of the album Hollywood's Bleeding. His new album is Hollywood is Bleeding. And he's like, Hollywood's bleeding, the vampires are feeding, and the darkness turns to dust. He's like, basically, LA was so toxic and so just cancerous to him creatively.
yeah.
He moved to Utah in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Mormons. But this ain't no damn poetry class. So,
Okay. I'm big on... is Motley Crue metal, though? Are they?
they're like glam rock.
I mean, well, yeah, but most of the bands in the 80s were glam rock. That was most
Well,
of
yeah,
the...
you gotta wear your tight pants and your wig and your
Exactly.
eyeliner.
So,
Your lipstick. Lipstick was a very underrated makeup thing back in the old rock days.
lipstick was a big
You know what I'm
thing.
saying? Why not just Twisted Sister? I mean, that's not a bad move. They're a good.
It's like a lady.
That's it. That's a good one for sure.
Yeah.
Twisted Sister's not bad.
Aerosmith is good. AC/DC. I guess technically they're more metal than anything. They're old metal.
Hell no, I'd call them rock.
They're rock.
Yeah,
okay.
they're like
AC/DC. The one that I could never. I don't remember who. There's one of them that I hate their voice. Just his voice comes on. It's so grating.
Do you know the song?
No, I mean I've come to appreciate it now, but I used to hate it. Who does Welcome to the Jungle? Welcome to the jungle.
That's Axl Rose, my man.
From
That's Guns N' Roses.
Oh yeah, Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses is
Welcome to the jungle.
his voice
Yeah,
bothers me. CCR.
Okay.
Creedence Clearwater Revival.
I see a bad moon rising. Dude, we've been singing that song around the house for like 4 days now, Joey. You're reading my damn mind.
Yeah, I mean CCR is really good. They my dad hates them.
Man.
my dad hates them just because he didn't like his voice.
They're definitely like a niche band. Like, you got to be in
They were big in like the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, for sure.
Once the
They're
80s
out there.
came around, they just kind of like.
I remember the Beatles.
I mean, Beatles are always good. You know?
I mean, yeah, they're mad hype.
Def Leppard. How did I?
Def Leppard's dope. Led Zeppelin's dope.
Led Zeppelin.
I mean, if you
How
want
did
to get
I
into
mess
old
up
rock
that,
and roll,
you know?
hello? Whoa.
ELO, Electric Light Orchestra. Yes, Amanda. Thank you. I love ELO. Guns N' Roses. Hell yeah. Let's not forget Meatloaf. What the?
Meatloaf?
Jesse?
Come on, dude.
What is Meatloaf?
Meatloaf is like they're like one of the first like abstract rock and roll bands. Like, the singer's out of his mind. Have you ever seen Have you ever seen? What's it called? Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I've not seen the
Okay,
Rocky Horror
watch
Picture
it.
Show.
Watch it. You'll
I
see
need
him.
to.
Mr. Brownstone. He's been.
Is that Meatloaf?
No, that's actually that's another Guns song.
That's Guns N' Roses.
He doesn't like Guns N' Roses.
It's not that I don't like them. They're just not high on my list of people that I would listen to over and over again.
I like watching compilations of Slash get super drunk playing guitar on stage.
Okay, yeah, because Slash was Guns N' Roses, wasn't he?
Man, he screwed up Welcome to the Jungle one time because he got super drunk.
Dude, I saw that.
The bassist was like, "Oh no!"
I personally, I've gotten into Slash's new stuff when he went solo.
Yeah.
Right, when he split with Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Because he also went into Velvet Revolver with
I'm pissed
the
at
leader-
Velvet Revolver.
with Scott Weiland.
Yeah,
right?
I'm still pissed off at them though.
Why?
Because Corey Taylor wanted to sing for them, and they said no.
Rocky Horror is amazing. Yeah, I know.
Rocky Horror is
Listen,
amazing.
I'm a theater minor, and I
Hey,
haven't
girl.
seen one of the most iconic like theater things ever.
Can I get your number? We like the same movies. Can I get your number, girl?
Shut up. Stop flirting with your girlfriend over the stream.
But no, I don't know, man. We could talk about music all day. We could talk about movies all day. Oh my God, Rob Zombie's new movie's coming, and I want to watch it so bad, dude. 3 from Hell. You kidding me?
Rob Zombie is a character.
He's so good. He's so good.
My dad. Okay, let's put it this. My dad is very much a dad. In his music
I don't like
tastes. No. It's not necessarily that he doesn't like it. He'll listen to it and he'll just be like, "It's not really my style."
Take them damn posters down now.
And I was like, "Okay, well, Dad, what is your style?" His style is 80s rock and
Beethoven.
80s to early 2000s country.
That chick that sings the da-na-na-na-na-na.
No, he hates that kind of stuff. But he loves like everything 80s. What about Pink Floyd? Pink Floyd is really good. They're definitely more abstract.
Pink Floyd?
Yeah.
Oh man, if you like LSD, that's the group for you.
If you like doing drugs, you should listen to Pink Floyd.
I mean, they're actually good if you
I mean-
don't do drugs. It's just if you do drugs,
They're even better.
that's your cup of tea, man. Those big, long, full-bodied ambient sounds. Oh man, make the room spin. It's incredible.
And you know this because
I have friends who are drug addicts. A lot of them, a substantial amount of them.
a substantial amount. Yeah.
I don't know, man. If we want to get into my ballpark, I listen to like metalcore, just really emo music.
Let's
to
talk
be
about what
honest.
Tim listens to. Let's talk about that.
I don't know. If you judge me,
There's no judgment.
I mean, if I could care less. If
If you
do,
judge
man.
me, okay. Vanessa
Vanessa
Carter.
Carter would be the lady. Is that the da-na-na-na-na-na? If I could walk to the end of the street, I would go buy some sandwich meat. Oh, that one, right?
And I miss you. And I need you.
Da-da-da-da-da-da! Yeah, that one. That's got to be her for sure.
I don't know if it is, but yeah. So what really do you listen to? Then we'll talk about what I listen to. But what do you listen to?
Mostly metalcore, man.
Okay.
I just like big, full, heavy guitars, thunderous drums, and just for me, you know, some people don't like metalcore because of the screaming or whatever. I love it. Like that's the most passionate. Like there's so much passion in like
Vanessa Carlton.
Who?
Not Vanessa Carter. Vanessa Carlton.
Oh, we're not even on the.
Anytime,
Not unusual.
anytime anybody says Carlton, that's all I see. Is
But no, I don't know, man. I still listen to basic rock and roll and like basic metal, but it's mostly metalcore and like technical stuff like that now. Just because.
yeah, you listen to a lot of like technical metal.
Yeah,
like-
I love like complex instrumentality.
It's like math rock
It's so good.
because literally they use math to compose their stuff.
Oh.
Some of these bands use math and like use these giant formulas that they've created to create music. I'm like,
That's a fact, sir.
Excuse
You
me?
want to know a weird fact about me though?
what's that?
For the longest time, like the majority of my life, up through like childhood up until like right out of high school,
Mm-hmm.
I hated anything that wasn't rock, metal, or Johnny Cash. I hated it. Like I went out of my way to not be around it.
Wow. So it was like an actual like, this is garbage.
Yeah, I was definitely an elitist by all intents and purposes.
How? You're a metal elitist. That's an interesting one.
Yeah, I was an asshole when it came to music for sure. Casey was too though. We were both kind of in the same boat.
It's not just me.
Yeah, and then we started living with one of our best friends in the world and the bassist of our band when our band was a thing. His name's John Leach. Some of you guys that are watching right now went to school with us, so you know who John Leach is. Living with his family and him is what I think personally opened up my eyes to like different genres and like more technical music, because up until that point, like we hated anything that wasn't what we were listening to. Now I listen to like hip hop, I listen to lo-fi, I listen to like.
Well, let's not even get you started on Melanie Martinez, right?
Yeah, I listen to stuff that like if if you were to walk in my room and hear me listening to it, you'd be like, "You have a girlfriend, right? A girlfriend, right? It doesn't matter. You can have a boyfriend, but if I'm not mistaken, you have a girlfriend. Just judgmental stuff."
Yeah. Hung my head, Johnny Cash.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A man of good taste. Yeah, Tim's got really good music taste.
Music's like a fine wine, like a pristine wine. You can have it anytime, anywhere, no matter what, and it just fills your soul. Like it warms your soul. Music's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
And the thing is, like for me, music is just something I listen to, right? Like I feel music in my soul. Right? 4 years old, right? For context. Because we're on a context cocktail. I was like 4 years old.
Yeah.
Right, and I was raised on a very eclectic taste of music. Like I said, my dad is a dad, so I listened to the '80s, and I listened to like Garth Brooks and Alan.
You got
Alan
friends
Jackson,
in low places?
Yeah, and like Alan Jackson and Tim McGraw and.
Oh man, my dad actually is watching right now.
Oh nice.
My dad used to play Tim McGraw all the time.
I love Tim McGraw.
Dude,
He's so good.
We would be on the way to like Morton or something to go see my grandfather, and we would listen to like, what was that album? It was this big album, the Live Like You Were Dying album.
Yeah.
Dude, I could probably, if you played that album, I'd go into like a flashback mode. I'd probably be able to sing that album start to finish. And this was the point of my life, keep in mind, that I hated anything that wasn't rock or metal. So I learned this album purely by hatred. But now that I'm an adult,
I hate it so much, I'm gonna memorize it.
Now that I have like a broader taste for, like my appreciation for music, it's not bad. Like it's good composition and stuff. I'm not that big on country, but I had, like you said, Garth Brooks, and my heart lit up. Friends in Low Places is one of the first songs I learned how to play on an acoustic guitar.
Oh wow!
And then everything else I learned was to get chicks.
I mean that's fair.
Because you can't start singing Friends in Low Places and expect
expect
the babes to walk up and be like, "Hey, was that Garth Brooks? You want to hang out sometime?"
No,
it's not how that works.
It's not how that works.
It's not how that works. It's never
I have
happened.
friends in low places. Well,
It's a good song to get drunk to, though.
well, yeah.
Next topic.
Next topic. But no, I grew up singing, right? So my dad got me Weird Al, 80s music, country. My mom gave me my alternative.
Come back a little bit.
Yeah.
Your dad rocks Weird Al.
I love Weird Al with a passion. I know most of his songs. I'd say I know about 90% of his discography.
Your dad seems like he's got that sense of humor, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I know 80 to 90% of his discography by heart. I could.
Oh, you want to know a weird game that my dad used to do when I was coming up?
What?
So you know how some kids who are musicians, they get their ears trained, and it's like you could walk up and press a key on a piano, and they'll be like, "Oh, that's a C sharp." Yeah. I don't have perfect pitch. However, if you were to play any old rock song, I'd say from like the 80s to the early 2000s, I can guess the song within the first like 5 notes. And it's because my dad would turn on the radio or turn his phone on, and then like within the first couple seconds of the song, he'd be like, "Who is that?" And he did it, like it was never like a thing where he's like, "Tell me who that is now." It's more so a thing where he was like, "Who's the artist? Like, what's the song?" And he just did it so much, like every time we were in the truck, to the point where like every single song I'd be like, "Oh, that's Creed. Oh, that's Disturbed. Oh, that's so and so." And like I'm a wizard at that now.
Yeah, I mean it's because a lot of those bands, every band has a very distinct style.
Yeah,
right?
like if you were to start tapping on the table and it's rhythmic enough and on the point of the rhythm enough, I could probably tell you what you're tapping. Like it's like a really cool magic trick.
Xavier.
It's
Hey,
Xavier.
X.
No, it's Xavier. I call him Javier.
Oh, Javier.
He's definitely it's definitely Xavier, but I always call him Javier.
Xavier. Weird Al is the shit. If you don't like Weird Al,
What's up, Scott?
are you even allowed to be allowed? I'm just kidding.
If you don't like Weird Al,
Go home.
just die.
just retire from life, right? No, but no. I like I said, love Weird Al, but my mom gave me my alternative.
Yeah.
My mom gave me my rock, which is like you'd think it'd be the opposite, right? But
Yeah.
my mom,
She looks like it though.
my mom's a metalhead.
She definitely looks like it.
She raged Slipknot and Linkin Park.
Ah!
I know Slipknot, man, but she liked Slipknot. Linkin Park, 3 Days Grace, Breaking Benjamin. Like
Yes.
she had like mixtapes of like all of her favorite rock songs. Not mixtapes. I mean, they were CDs.
And then she made her own mixtape.
She downloaded them off of, I think it was LimeWire. They had LimeWire.
Oh
They
yes.
had LimeWire on their old like
That
Windows
good
XP.
stuff. That good.
And they ripped all these songs, and then they would put them on CDs and stuff. And I actually have a couple of those CDs. They're ancient and old, and I love them to death. But I don't know how to play any instruments. I know how to play the piano and the ukulele. That's it. But I sing. Singing is my thing. That's what I do. I was in choir for like 10 years. Classically trained.
You nerd.
Know how to sing. But also, I was raised. See, Jurassic Park is frightening in the dark. All the dinosaurs are running wild. Anyway, sorry, you triggered me, man. It was just
Is
like
that a Weird Al?
that is Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is a parody of, I think it's an old song. I think it's like something Park. It's like an old song.
I don't know.
I'm a Google it. Don't worry.
Weird Al for me has always been weird. Like I like some Weird Al songs, but a lot of Weird Al is weird for me because his voice is very like. He's got a very goofy voice. You know what I'm saying? Like the way he sings.
And a lot of that is intentional, right? It's a parody of Richard Harris's version of Jimmy Webb's song MacArthur Park. That's
Not a clue at all.
MacArthur Park. But yeah, most definitely. My mom sounds like a great woman. My mom is a great woman. My mom is amazing. How do we make you feel old, Jesse? I'm 21. What the heck?
Is it because of the music? I bet it's the music.
Is the music that we like? Yeah. But I was raised singing, right? And so...
LimeWire! No, it's a LimeWire thing.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
LimeWire is... Dude, I was a young tot when LimeWire was popping, bro.
I was born in 98, so just take that into context.
Born in 95. Same year Slipknot started. And if you don't like Slipknot, get out.
Get out.
Now, leave. I'll watch the counter. If you don't listen to Slipknot, go home. We don't want you here.
Slipknot is so good, though.
Corey Taylor's
a god.
the closest thing to a deity with a living heartbeat.
With a living heartbeat, yes, because for me, that Corey Taylor for you is what Chester Bennington was to me, right?
Well, he's not.
He's not alive anymore.
Oh, you're still young too.
Yeah, look, if you're under 40, you're still young.
Yeah.
Once you hit 40, you're an old person. once
And
you
the
hit-
number dropped
And the
as
numbers
you
dropped.
said that.
If y'all like Weird Al, look up Richard
Cheese is really good. Have you ever listened to Richard Cheese?
Is he the guy
Oh
that
my
takes
God.
like the Slipknot song and like redid it?
Turns it into house music?
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly
I
right.
love him.
He's so good. He does Disturbed too. It's
Oh
so
my gosh.
good.
Yeah. It's
Down with the Sickness too. He turns it into house music. It's so good. If you guys that are watching haven't seen it, go listen to it. It's fantastic.
It's good. What I like is the Slipknot meme where it's like I'm gonna take it back. You know who the Wiggles are, right?
No.
The TV show.
But no,
Wiggles?
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
They did a song called Fruit Salad.
I don't want it.
They
I know what you're
mixed
talking
it with Slipknot's Psychosocial.
You're
They
giving
took the instrumental from Fruit Salad
You're giving me PTSD right now.
and they put Slipknot Psychosocial on top of it.
Oh, they did that with Justin Bieber too. Have you heard that one?
I'm not.
Man,
I'll have to listen to that one.
you'll want to throw yourself off the house, bro.
But here's the thing.
That one's hard.
Unironically, I like Psycho Salad. The Psychosocial fruit
Go
salad.
home, you're drunk.
No, that was last night. And this is home.
JP Stevens, what's
Hey,
poppin'?
Big Boy Stevens.
Big boy!
Big Boy Stevens out there in Texas joining us. He moved out. He was in the media production with us.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
We did the spiral.
Yeah, we did the spiral, and now he's out there living that good life in Texas. How's the media business treating you down there, my dude?
Best
Salad
matchup ever.
Social. Yes, see, they know it.
Javier, go home.
I prefer Psycho Salad, Xavier. I prefer Psycho Salad, but Salad Social.
I prefer psychosocial like God intended.
I mean,
Being
that's
Corey Taylor, that is.
yeah. I mean, that's fair. But it's such a good thing. I'm on this big kick right now. Tim knows. If you've never heard the band Starset,
This is not a plug.
treat yourself. No, it's not a plug, but like I'm huge into Starset right now. Their music blows me away.
They're really good.
Their newest album, Divisions, that they released like 3 days ago. If you want a song that goes hard in every way that it shouldn't go hard, listen to Telekinetic.
It feels like the music is like you're listening to a movie.
Yeah,
But the music is the movie.
the music is the movie. It's very cinematic. In everything that they do it's all connected to a broader backstory that they've created to further the band, and like they created this thing as the Starset Society. It's an actual thing, but it was started to help push the band because supposedly the band was formed by the Starset. It's a whole thing. It's amazing.
This is turning into a plug.
No, it's not a point. But my point is, if you like cinematic rock and you like stories to your albums, if you like concept albums, listen to Starset because all 3 of their albums is the same concept arc.
Yeah.
Right? It's all connected. It's really good. So like Slipknot will give you the raw power and just beat your brains in with amazing music.
Oh, and Killswitch Engage. Oh my god.
Killswitch engages.
Their new album came out. Texas is dope. So much going on.
Kind of insane.
Yeah, like the Heat. Tell me about that.
Yeah. How you feeling down there?
You got Heat, Barbecue, and Bulls.
Down with the Fallen. Yes.
Down with the Fallen.
That's the name of that's a Starset song. That's off their first album. That's
Oh.
actually the first track off of their first album. Well, technically it's the second track. First music track. See? Sorry, nerd.
Jesus.
Well, I mean, it's because they started in 2014, so Down with the Fallen was the stuff.
Man, I don't know.
It's really
We've been
good.
talking about music for a minute now.
Yeah.
I'm going to sneeze in a second.
Yeah, and it's gonna be very violent. No, you're not. Bless you. There you go.
I definitely peaked that mic right then. That's a
At least you
given.
turned away from the mic, though.
I think it's just.
You just pulled the neck
I
muscle.
think I just broke my neck.
No, we've been talking about music because it's something we're passionate about. Because we're both performers, we're both artists,
Entertainers of sorts.
we're both entertainers. I'm working on a new EP.
This whole thing is a plug.
This whole thing's a giant plug. No, but music is something I'm fairly passionate about. It's not what I'm doing for the rest of my life. That's media production. That's podcasts and making videos and such. But music is definitely a big part of that.
For sure. I mean, it's a driving force. What do you guys want to talk about, though?
We got like 5 minutes left, so
I mean, I'm down to go overtime, to be honest.
honestly, yeah.
If you are.
I'm down to go overtime. I just need some
We
Wawa.
just go get some.
I need some Wawa. Also, I need to plug in the laptop before it dies.
Oh, are we running low?
30%. We are so professional here. You guys don't even know. Look at me. I'm wearing pajama bottoms.
Me too, actually. But hey, when you get a water, can you give me some?
You want a Wawa too?
I would love some Walter.
Will you put back- would you like some Wawa?
So,
Hey,
what?
Eric Ghost's favorite music. We got somebody on our Twitch.
We've already talked about our favorite
We've talked about our favorite music, but
That would go to say that you showed up late,
You showed up late, but here's
and
the thing.
you need to never do that again.
Listen, get your face out of the.
Now let's just turn into an ASMR
Oh my god.
until you get
My
back.
favorite music of all time,
Snazzy.
Aaron Ghost. favorite music of all time, Linkin Park.
No, it's all good. Essentially, we're all into rock and metal, but we've had a backstory as to how it's not like that, or how it hasn't always been one way. Oh, yeah, cool.
It's
Let me
not
go.
just you. This podcast is not just you. Move your big booty. There you go.
I just had to set it back to where it was. I had to look at the stuff on the stuff.
Yeah. You don't suck, Errant Ghost.
You do though.
It's basically 100 every day. Fort Worth is Cowtown. 2019
Oh man,
is almost
2019
over.
is almost over. What a thrill ride. 2019's kind of been trash though, to be honest. It's just high tuition, taxes, shitty weather, and a bad time.
Bad time. Dude, I graduate next year. I graduate in May of 2020.
I think I'm like 1 or 2 semesters behind you.
Yeah, I think you're like a semester behind. But it's still like 2019 is almost over. That's Joey, you're making me have an existential crisis, and I did not sign up for this tonight.
Oh yeah. Wait.
Oh, here we go. Am I in Texas? No, we're not in Texas. Oh yeah. So for the people who are joining us on Twitch, we are actually multicasting, right? So we're streaming on YouTube, we're streaming on Twitch, and we're streaming on Facebook.
Yes, sir.
So we're interacting with all of the chats all at the same time.
Oh man, is that thing still titled the It Chapter 2 review?
No, I edited it.
Oh, got it.
But it just doesn't show up
Okay.
yet.
I mean, 2019, I don't know, it wasn't awful, you know. It was pretty productive. We're in this house now. This house is pretty much 100% constructed towards making content.
Yeah.
Like for our YouTube channels, pretty much everybody in this podcast has some other form of media rather than this podcast. Like I'm in 37 different YouTube channels.
Right. I personally run 2. They are my 2 personal channels that I pump out content on, and then I work on 2 others?
Yeah.
3 others? Yeah. So, yeah, it's crazy, man.
But like, I don't know, 2019, we didn't get a lot done with the YouTube stuff. We've kind of been building the podcast, going to school, going to work, and just going through the shindig of the day. But I mean, it wasn't awful. We pretty much set up this year so that next year would be productive, powerful, and this side of the next thing. It's gonna be dope. I'm actually pretty excited for 2020.
Yeah.
To be honest.
You know how every year you start off and you're like, 2019 is gonna be my year. Do you remember?
This is it.
You remember? In fact, I actually my January 1st, my New Year's Day video for 2019 was, this is gonna be my year. I'm gonna do so much stuff, and then
2 uploads.
like 3. Well, no, there was more than that. I got a few out, and then I like had a mental breakdown, and I just kind of stopped doing everything.
Joey, bro, you've been on my wavelength all podcast. God bless you, sir. This weather has been trash.
It's been terrible.
Oh, Aaron Ghost over at
Glad you
Twitch.
stumbled upon
We're
this.
glad you stumbled upon this as well. Come check in with us every week. We do this on Fridays and Saturdays, sometimes Tuesdays. Sometimes we do it upside down.
Not really, but we could. And typically it lasts from 10 to 11, but I think we're gonna go a little overtime.
Yeah,
tonight,
we might shoot a little over tonight.
just because we're having fun, man. We're
Yeah,
having
we
a good
might
time.
do it naked someday if we wanted.
We
Next
could.
week.
Yeah, I mean we could.
Which also a big thing is there's like a lot of hosts in this show. Like I know yesterday and today a lot of you guys that are watching over at Facebook have just seen me and Garrett. That is not the case on a normal schedule. The guy you saw last night, Josh, he's a normal host. One of our other hosts, I believe, is watching the cast right now. His name's Jordan. Hi, Jordan. We've got Corey. We've got Remy. There's a lot of dudes involved in the production of this thing. So just expect to be seeing a lot of people. And we're just kind of winging it. Like,
Yeah.
that's just what it is, to be honest.
Yeah, because sometimes work and stuff gets in the way, so they can't come to every podcast, and so we host the podcast here at our house.
Yeah.
So we're always going to be here. I might not always be on camera.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll run the behind the scenes of it. The Spiral definitely broke me down. I did a short film I was the lead actor in a short film, and I had to play somebody who was having a mental breakdown, and as such, I had a mental breakdown.
Method acting.
Method acting. My name is Jared Leto. Thank you very much.
Dude, Jesse, that's actually a really good point. Our weather is always trash.
When
in
does Mississippi ever get good?
Yeah,
cold?
I mean, it's either. Thing is, it can get cold, but the price of it getting cold is like the humidity of. You might as well just go jump in the ocean.
Yeah.
Like it's always
we,
gonna be
we,
bad.
we always it doesn't. I'd be perfectly fine with 3 straight months of 20-degree days. Honestly,
Yeah.
I would too because like
Bring it.
I love the cold. I love the cold.
I mean,
right?
look at me. I'm a polar bear in its finest
he's
unit.
built for the cold.
I'm a polar bear in a not a collared shirt. This shirt,
Pocket tee.
a pocket tee
There you go.
or whatever,
Been
man.
there as far as breakdowns. They suck. Breakdowns do suck, dude. Also, I use dude as a gender neutral term. So just dude is.
I'm
if
just
you're
gonna call you dude.
yeah, if you're a person, you're a dude. Like that's just how it be.
I mean, if it offends you,
Holler at me.
go away.
Shut the fuck up. That's not how it is. February is nice and that's it.
That's
Yeah,
my birthday month.
I mean, honestly though, you're right. Like February is really. See, I love fall. I love
Fall's good.
like the end of October through December is fall for us, and
Yeah.
then January and February it gets cold,
Give me that winter time, boy.
and then it starts getting. And then the muddy snow. See, we don't have snow really. It doesn't really snow here.
we got some last year.
Yeah. Now I actually have pictures of me and my brother actually like out playing in the snow. That was good. That was cool. It was real snow.
Yeah.
The year before, or like 2 years before, it kind of slushed.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, we get
But
close.
we get close, but we never like get good snow. You know?
you this, dude. Last year in October, hold on one moment. Anyway, last year in October, we went to Chicago to film like this weird miniseries, and it was frigid. It wasn't snowing, but the temperature with which it stood was staggering. It was incredible. I love
the air
every second.
was spicy.
Here's the thing, bro. I wear gym shorts and a t-shirt everywhere I go. That's just how I roll, man. You're not gonna catch me in anything else. If I can get away with it, I'd never wear shoes. But, you know, society and whatnot. But no one told me how bad my ass was going to get kicked going to Chicago dressed the way I was. Now, here's why I'm mad about it. Because I feel like I got turned into a meme. Because there were adults, not us adults, but like adults with like kids and stuff who knew where we were going and who know me well enough to know how I'm going to pack. No one told me to dress warm. And I understand that I pay taxes and I should know better. I know that. I just don't care and have no regard for the well-being of my life. So I dress how I normally dress because I'm Tim Hopkins, damn it. But when I got to Chicago, I didn't want to be Tim Hopkins anymore. I wanted to be somebody warmer.
I wanted to be somebody with pants.
Because, bro, we walked, in 3 days, we walked 38 miles.
Whoa.
That's more than I've walked in my entire life.
Okay, so Eric Ghost lived in Chicago. They said might as well live on the moon. It's so cold, and you are a true polar bear.
That's a fact.
Yeah. No, it's crazy.
I mean, I had a good time. Like, it was great. We had some great food. Saw some cool people. These people that worked for, like, this animal company that they told us they couldn't tell us the name because they get in trouble with the law. They were there. They're in the video. I don't know where the video is going to be when we get it done, but it exists. I don't know. Chicago was dope. It was fun. I'd love to do it again. I'd love to go up there with, like, a guitar. And, like, I feel like this would be a cool challenge.
Busk.
Yeah. Just go to Chicago and busk, and the only way you can eat is if you make enough money to feed yourself. Like,
Yo.
that to me sounds like a really cool challenge.
Tim froze his balls off Hopkins.
Dude, yeah, exactly. As I say, yeah, I watched somebody heart that comment.
Yeah.
That's how I know I got friends in the chat.
Dude,
I love it though. The cold's awesome. It's just Chicago's known as the Windy City. So I'm wearing gym shorts. So you want to talk about freezing your balls off? Yeah.
that sounds like you see busking there is rad. You can do it, right? So
Thank you for the confidence. But no, like the cold air had a direct route
into
to everything that makes me a man. So yeah, I agree with you, Joey.
Yeah. I didn't go to Chicago. I didn't know these guys at that point.
Yeah, you were like fresh because you filmed the first couple scenes before we walked out the door, but like we didn't know you to the point where we could like throw you in the car and take you to Chicago with us.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was at the point where it was like, hey, by the way, where are you going to Chicago? I'm like, oh, cool, nice. They're like, hey, you want to film this stuff for us before we go to Chicago? I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, sure.
All right, I'm not going to Chicago, but I'll film for you, dicks.
Yeah, jackasses. The cold shoved my balls up into my brain. Yeah.
I still haven't. I mean, mine are still working their way down. They're somewhere like in the intestine.
Somewhere in this range, you know.
My voice is normally so low you can't register it. So one day we're gonna show up and instead of screaming "Welcome to the Context Cocktail" like I always do, it's just gonna be my mouth moving, my face turning red, but no sound.
It's just gonna be a deep rumble.
Yeah.
If you turn up your speakers, you just hear this low
Dude,
hum.
my audio production professor, he ruined something that was beautiful to me.
Plascoda or Rosier?
Rosier.
Yeah, Jeff Rosier.
He ruined something.
What do you do?
The brown note. It doesn't exist. It's not a real thing.
The brown note?
It's not a real thing.
For context, what is the brown note?
The brown note is something we've been talking about since we were kids. You can ask Casey. It's a note that's supposed to be so low in frequency that when it touches your ears, your brain doesn't know what to do with the sound that it's registering. So like you lose control of like your intestines or whatever, and you crap yourself, which is why it's called the brown note. So like that, I was like, yo, that's so good. Like I want to get to that note. How low do I have to tune this guitar to play brown note metal? Tell me, show me, teach me.
How low before I can just get on stage, plug in a guitar,
and make
everybody shit themselves.
Make them crap themselves. Great. And then somebody brought it up in class the other day, and he's like, "Oh, I hate to do this to you, but that's not real." And I was like, "Damn it! Make it real now. You've ruined You've ruined the most beautiful part of me."
Aaron goes, "I still believe." Come to Dallas and get some super basic content where Big Hat eats some Tex-Mex, etc. Honestly,
don't you think I won't?
That's what I'm saying. Don't tempt him because he'll do it.
Yeah, I definitely.
He'll go.
I was gonna vape some Carolina Reaper, like sauce,
like
on
hot
my vape the
sauce,
other day.
and I stopped him.
They stopped the podcast.
We stopped the podcast. I threw it in the chimney so that he couldn't get it. We literally cut the podcast like 5 minutes early because he was about to do it for the views.
Because they didn't want me to die or whatever.
Yeah, because you inhale capsaicin, right?
Yum. It probably would have been bad.
It would have been bad.
We live really close to a hospital, though, so I'm not tripping. If a lung collapses, they'll just pop that sucker back up, and I'll be good to go.
That's not how it works. That's not how it
They
works.
just get the bike tire pump.
They just
bring this bastard back now!
No, they just put it down your throat and they just hit the little thing and
yeah, it's like those pumps that like pump up an air mattress.
Yeah.
They just put that to my lung, and then I come back from the dead like, oh! JJ, what's poppin'?
Thanks, like I lived to make people shit themselves. Yeah,
that's me, dude. That's me.
Yeah,
it's what I want so bad in my life.
He wanted it. He wanted to get on stage.
I just want to like start ripping a song and then just play that open note, being the brown note, and just
everyone collectively
shits themselves.
Yeah,
beautiful. That's
Could you imagine if you put that on a fucking record?
Dude,
could you imagine that?
I would ruin everyone's life. It'd be great.
No, you would, because they'd put it in their CD player or they'd put it on their yeah. Okay. Watched a guy on YouTube take a shot of crab boil. He couldn't finish it. Almost as bad as the watermelon.
I would take a shot of crab boil. Joey, I'm going to make some crab and give me some of the boil. I'll take a shot of it.
He'll shoot it.
I'll shoot it.
I mean, he might.
Mom didn't raise no bitch.
Almost as bad as the... Are you referencing...
the watermelon video? He's got to be
the one where we vape a watermelon?
That was so good. That made me so violently sick.
Oh my god, no. Literally, he did that, and as soon as we cut the camera, he was in the bathroom for like half an hour.
Dude,
it was so bad.
It hit like a Skrillex song, bro. When it happened, it just happened.
It's like it happened, you weren't expecting, but when it happened, boy, howdy, was it a big one.
Because it tasted fine. Like, it just tasted like watermelon vapor. So I was like, oh, this is dope. All right, so it's a rotten watermelon, but as long as we don't like eat it, we're chilling. That was wrong to assume.
Wrong. Billy Rivers, don't smoke, guys. Okay, well,
Got it. Got it.
how about he vapes instead? How's that? Yeah,
Man, that watermelon.
that watermelon. Was
We made that thing explode right after that video. We shot another video that I don't think made it.
It didn't make
but
it.
I think we're still going to use that clip
Yep.
because that thing just exploded. Like, it was so rotten on the inside that as soon as we cracked the shell of it, it just turned into slop.
It literally-
Like, none of the watermelon held itself together. It was just congealed goo. So as soon as we broke that shell, it just went all over the floor.
the watermelon crapped itself.
Yeah.
We played the brown note for the watermelon, and it was like, ah!
Oh, shameless plug. If you guys want to see the video he's talking about where we vape a watermelon, go to YouTube, type TNC, TEANSEA, and look for We Vaped a Watermelon. And that's where you can see me get violently sick because I vaped a watermelon.
So you can shamelessly plug, but I can't.
Well, you're plugging a band. I'm plugging myself.
Well, I'm plugging a band that I'm going to be doing a series on my channel.
Yeah, if you want to get more information on Starset.
Yeah, Starset. I'm sometime in October, I'm going to be starting a series where I do a deep dive into the music and the story of Starset. You know, JP, the news does hate vapes.
We've already done it. You're so late to the party.
You're about 40 minutes too late. We did that in the first half of the podcast.
As I said, we talked about that for so long.
Yeah, but good news is I think this video is probably going to go up on your Facebook, right? You can still watch lives.
Yeah. Well, like when this is over, you could just start from the beginning and watch what we had to say about the vape stuff.
Or-
because to be honest, it's totally asinine.
Yeah. Or you can go to twitch.tv/The Context Cocktail, and all of the videos go up on there. So.
Oh man, they're agreeing in the chat about not vaping. I'm gonna vape if I want.
Billy says, "Well, just smoke weed, I guess, not vape nicotine." Well, okay, we're not gonna get into that. We're not gonna get there, Billy, because you know, we have opinions. Just want to say thank you for the laughs. Definitely have flashbacks to high school crazy shit.
Yeah, bro. Like, we're doing this every Friday and Saturday. So come every Friday and Saturday, and we can do this. Because I personally enjoy having you guys watch continuously, and then we comment, we get to talk back and forth. That's like the best part for me. I love to talk. Obviously, if you know me at all, you know that I love to talk.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for your vape so I can double vape in Rebellion.
You
have it?
I don't know where mine is.
No!
Well, hold on. It's over here somewhere, I think.
No, we're back to this.
There you
Wait,
go.
Jesse. Oh, fuck.
Hey, stop it! This is not ASMR. This dude doesn't seem like the most healthy dude. Well, it's
I have no concern for my well-being.
no. Tim doesn't care about his well-being. He really doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa! That was dumb.
That's what he sounded like after he vaped the watermelon. You should care. You know,
Nah, man.
he could care, but also,
I wouldn't be Tim anymore.
yeah. Let's say, yeah. Well, it's not because that one was dry. I thought maybe you gotta. Maybe I was dry, but I'm not.
I'm here for a good time, not a long one, bro.
Yeah.
Although, I do want to express thank you for caring.
Yeah.
I just personally don't. It gets good views. That's what I care about.
honestly, that's all that really Tim is worried about is the views.
Even off camera, I can't tell you how many times in my life I've announced that I was going to do something. And I was just going to do it because I wanted to do it. And then like Casey or Garrett or somebody would be like, wait, hold on, let's get the camera first. Because I just...
Because we know who he is.
Yeah,
We're like, if he's going to do it anyway, we might as well get some content.
Yeah, I'm
out of
typically
it.
just going to do dumb stuff.
Yeah.
Like recently, one of the dumbest things I did, I came up with an idea if you guys are familiar with Buffalo Wild Wings,
Hell yeah.
you know that they have that really spicy wing, the Blazing Wing. And I came up with an idea for a challenge for my comedy YouTube channel, TNC. Where we go and we do the Blazing Challenge, and then like instead of getting a drink, we get 12 of. You remember when you were a kid and you used to get those sour spray candies? And it was like dead ass sour, like it was really sour. You'd eat a wing, and then you'd have to chug a bottle of that stuff. Eat a wing, chug a bottle, so on and so forth. And that's probably one of the dumbest things that I decided to do.
Catfish Cooley on Facebook. We'll have to look him up.
Joey, we've already done a spicy food challenge. If you go to TNC...
Shut up!
No, for real though. If you go to our YouTube channel, we did the Carolina Reaper. We ate the Carolina Reaper. Go watch it and leave a comment. Don't do it right now because we need you on the stream because you're keeping our number up. But
not that the only thing we care about is numbers, but also we enjoy having you guys here and interacting with us, you know?
Yeah, but after this video, go to TNC on YouTube and watch our Carolina Reaper video because it's actually, in my opinion, one of my favorite videos.
Yeah.
My 3 favorite videos that we have are the Sex Shop, the Watermelon, Carolina Reaper. Those are just really good.
Yeah.
But we have 2 coming out soon that I think could outshadow them. Because one's a Reddit 50-50 where I think me and Casey both almost threw up.
Twice.
Yeah.
Because I filmed it. I set up the big camera, and then I had another camera on the side watching their faces. It was great.
Yeah, it was bad. So we have the Reddit 50-50, and then we have the Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings, the Blazing Challenge.
The Sour Spicy Challenge.
Yeah.
And, man, those suck. But I think the videos when they're done are going to be my favorite videos.
Absolutely.
They're so good. And the Sex Shop videos, just the best thing.
Yeah.
Mainly because it was improv, but you guys probably don't care about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was good. My YouTube channel is not so entertaining. Mine is more.
If you like music and like deep personal talks and covers and stuff like that.
Yeah. I do a lot of sitting down talking to the camera. I do a lot of I was originally called the Crazy Cover Guy. Now it's just Garrett Stone. All I did was covers. But I've kind of branched away from that. I'm gonna start doing like deep dives on artists and musicians and stuff. Hence the Starset series that's gonna come out at some point. But that's actually gonna be a whole series. Is like taking deep dives into artists and their music. Like I'm actually gonna have to sit down and do research and like write scripts and stuff. So like. Maybe 5-6 episodes, something like that. It'll be pretty fun. It'll be pretty good.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. And then I'm gonna help produce it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty sick. Which once again, you guys probably don't care about.
Yeah, you don't care about it. You're just here to watch us talk about stuff.
Yeah, you don't care about the behind the scenes and whatnot.
And then we have other hosts that are working on their media stuff, but we don't want to give away any of their stuff if they're not ready to. If they're not ready to release it into the world.
They can come plug themselves when they feel like plugging themselves.
But absolutely, the other hosts that aren't here tonight, they all do stuff as well.
Yeah.
And they all got stuff that they.
We got some musicians, some gamers. Like there's a lot of complexity to the host of this show. Yeah. We're basically all just giant nerds.
I mean, big boy nerds. Yeah, we're all big boy nerds.
But I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about now? We've talked about pretty much everything. We've talked about do smoke 420. We talked about vapes. We've talked about movies. We talked about music. We've talked about a lot of stuff. But what do you guys want to hear about? What do you want? What wisdom do you want?
What wisdom can we impart
from someone who's
not that
concerned for their moral well-being is non-existent? There.
What do you want to hear? What kind of advice do you want two dummies to impart to
I can teach you how to be a bad person, and I can teach you how to pretend to be a good person.
Sweet.
Which is all you need in life.
I mean, that's pretty much it. That's it. That's all you want. That's all you need. Oh my gosh, it's 11:20.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, we've been on one today.
Yeah, we've been doing an hour 20. We've been doing good.
Also, not to shoot back to last night while we're waiting for you guys to give us a thing, but It too. Like if you haven't seen it, go watch it. That was good. Like that movie was really good. I don't know who my favorite is, but it's probably Finn, man. I mean, not to sound basic, but Finn Wolfhard just did so good.
Finn Wolfhard was, Finn Wolfhard is just good in general. Because I love Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Right?
Wait, what Stranger Things? You're talking about the show.
Yeah, the show, you dummy.
That was the joke.
Well, yeah, but no, I love Stranger Things. I think Finn Wolfhard in that show as well is just one of my favorite people. I'm a sucker for David Harbour though. That's just me. Hopper for life.
He's pretty good.
But yeah, no, Finn Wolfhard in it was definitely he was the star.
The whole movie was just great. But now, that movie's come and passed. I'm ready for 3 from Hell now. I just love Rob Zombie stuff.
Yeah, I've not seen any of the other movies.
If you have a soft spot, or if you're like sensitive to like bad stuff, don't watch it.
I don't do gore well.
It's not. I mean, it's not horrifically gory. It's just like the moral caliber is so low. Like,
coming from Rob Zombie, I would expect nothing less.
Yeah, like he has no regard for what you think is okay.
Yeah.
At all.
So I mean, if you listen to his music,
yeah,
he's got absolutely no regard for anything.
Yeah, so it's like in his movies, in the Devil's Rejects series, you're watching a movie where the character you're rooting for, the main characters, literally the bad guys, like the serial killer bad guys.
Nice.
And they're all actually like not typical movie insane. They're all big boy insane.
Gonna drop a bomb and get out of here. Y'all had that Popeyes chicken sandwich? I personally did not.
I have.
How does it compare?
Thrice. Here's my thing, dude. I talk about this a lot at work. If you don't believe that it at least competes, you're jaded. Because here's my thing. In my opinion, it either competes with good Chick-fil-A, or it is better than regular Chick-fil-A. And I think there's a reason. I think the reason is it's a new product. It's trying to revitalize the company and give them a fresh look in the market. And I think everyone that's making those sandwiches is being paid and being told to make those sandwiches carefully and with the utmost caution. Now, this is a new thing. This is a new Titan to Popeyes. So, yeah, for sure. But, it's just really good. And I think the reason why people are tripping is because Chick-fil-A is already established as people who make chicken sandwiches. They've been making chicken sandwiches since they came out. So they don't have anything in their mind to compete with because they've been doing this forever. They already have a pre-established audience. Popeyes, however, is like, oh, we're going to take the chicken and we're going to put it on some bread now.
Yeah.
So like they're doing everything they can to keep the ship on water. Chick-fil-A is just like, we've been doing this. This is kind of our territory. Service with a smile, etc., etc. So like, that's the difference. You've got people who are trying super duper hard to get this thing off the ground, and then you have people who've been doing it forever and aren't really sweating it because they know what they're doing. They already know they have an audience. People are gonna eat Chick-fil-A because Chick-fil-A is Chick-fil-A. Like,
see, and wasn't it a limited time?
The
chicken sandwiches? Yeah.
It's all restaurant marketing ploy. Like,
I mean, they're gonna bring it back.
Yeah, it's just like the nacho fries. It's just like the McRib. It's like,
oh my god, those. I'm
it's
so
like,
mad they took away the nacho fries again.
It's like sell it, hype it, promote it.
Take it away.
Take it away. Let people get pissed off. That's the point. The point is to piss you off so that they can bring it back.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I think it's kind of a dumb marketing ploy, but whatever.
It works.
Yeah, I mean, McDonald's kind of set the tone for it because, I mean, the McRib's not that good, but people love the McRib. So when the McRib shows up, they're like, oh shit, we gotta go get a McRib. And I think that's what it is. I think it's incentive, because if they take it away, then when they bring it back, you like want to get it then because, oh god, it's back. Yeah. Instead of like, if it's there all the time, you're just like, oh, I can go get nacho fries whenever I want. I can go get a chicken sandwich.
Have you seen that picture, that meme of the giant hulking man standing at this McDonald's counter in some foreign country, and this tiny little Asian lady looking at him, like looking up at him? Have you seen that picture?
No.
Oh my god, it's hilarious. It's like, the big hulking man is like me at 4 a.m. and then the little thing is like the beans in the fridge. It's like, it's just like hilarious. But if you look at the background, it's a McDonald's.
Yeah.
Up here, like, you've got the little lady, you got the big giant man, but right over here in the middle of the menu, you have something called the mixed spaghetti.
What?
The mixed spaghetti.
Mixed spaghetti.
Hold on.
All right, while you're pulling it up, I'm going to tell you my favorite recent meme. And my conflict with this meme is that I don't know if this meme. I don't think it's racist, but it might be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So here's the meme. It's a black and white photo of like really old school wrestlers, and it's like this black dude is one wrestler, and then it's this white guy who's another wrestler, and someone who is like just incredible at Photoshop the wrestler that's in the sky about to drop a huge elbow on this black guy. They photoshopped him to look like the Colonel.
Yeah.
From KFC. And he looks eerily like the Colonel from KFC as a wrestler about to drop an elbow on this guy. And the caption is all these black people saying white people can't season their foods right. Then we hit them with that 11 herbs and spices. And I was like, oh shit! Got him, dude. It's so good.
That's so bad. All right, so we're gonna. Oh no, I don't want that. I don't know what just happened. I apologize. I'm gonna have stuff set up to where we've got different windows and stuff. I was gonna try to show you guys the picture, and I might actually, we'll fiddle with it later. But it's the mixed spaghetti, and it's in the Philippines. The dish of sauce-drenched noodles available at McDonald's locations in the Philippines. Yeah.
That's disgusting. Spaghetti's like my second favorite food to sushi. And I find that disgusting.
I mean,
It's just somebody boiled noodles, took a can of sauce, and
just dumped it on top. I mean, that's literally all it is.
Get those donuts off your eyes. You look dumb.
So it's bad, But I love it, and I'll work on setting some stuff up so that next time we can pull up some juicy pictures and
share
stuff.
the screen and whatnot.
Yeah, because I had it all I do live streams a lot on my YouTube channel, so I had everything all set up for my streaming stuff.
That's Garrett Stone, by the way.
Garrett Stone, yeah. So I had all these pages and everything set up for my streaming space, so that way whenever I get on there, I can just click through it all and like go to different places. But we haven't fully set up this one yet. We just got the 3 platforms going, so
we just found out about multicasting.
Yeah, I was like, there's got to be a platform for this somehow. And we currently use Caster because it's actually A+, top notch.
Yeah, it's working.
So, yeah. Oh my god, I'm so tired, dude.
Yeah, no, I was just about to say, I think after an hour and a half, we've done our due diligence.
Yeah, I say after an hour and a half, I think we've hit the high points, hit the notes that we needed to hit. But yeah, dude. So, guys, thank you so much for coming and interacting. And this was a really great stream. In fact, one of the best as far as like interaction goes that we've ever had.
Yeah, this is most definitely the best interaction we've had on our stream thus far, and we've been doing this for like 2 months now.
Yeah, and I think it helps having multiple platforms to stream to. So
yeah, this kind of stuff though really helps our open talking nights, like Saturdays when we just talk about whatever we want, because you guys really help propel the conversation. So definitely stay on that because it's really cool. Like this is really cool. But once again, just in case someone's watching and wasn't here in the beginning, of course we're about to leave and somebody comes in. But keep in mind we do this every Friday and Saturday.
Sometimes Tuesdays.
Yeah, sometimes Tuesdays. We do it 10 to 11 all the time. We're not going to miss a beat. It's literally at our own house. It's the Context Cocktail. You can find it here. You can find it on YouTube. You can find it on Twitch. Wherever you want to look for it, we got it showing. So stay with us. Watch us. We'll make you laugh. You can make us mad. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah. But
until next time, I've been Tim Hopkins.
I'm Garrett Stone, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Go to bed!